Where in the heck is Joe? I mean, that was the question on Saturday night at the Sphere in Las Vegas. So I thought I'd make this video real quick, just kind of walk you guys through what actually happened, how things were. We got to our seats. There was no mention of anything to do with Joe Walsh, okay? Band hits the stage with Hotel California. They hit in a big way. They sound incredible. The visuals going on, it's insane. Kind of not even really paying attention to the stage yet. But kind of towards the end of the guitar parts, you're kind of watching, and you're like, wait, something doesn't seem right. Second song goes on, and then you realize, man, Joe Walsh is not on stage. You hear people talking, you see people kind of on their phones, kind of looking to see what's going on, but Joe Walsh is definitely missing. Because you know when Joe Walsh is on that stage, right? So anyway, after the second song, Don Henley takes center stage. Somebody in the front row must have been yelling, like, where's Joe? Because Don wasn't very cool about it. He's like, if you shut up, I'll tell you. That was his first statement into the microphone. But anyway, he did explain that Joe had the flu, came down with the flu on Friday, played through the show on Friday night, but the doctors did advise him to get some rest and take off Saturday, so that's what he did. Don explained, look, we had two decisions. We could cancel the show or we could man up. That's what they chose to do. They had an emergency rehearsal for a couple hours on Saturday afternoon, worked through everything. Don explained, hey, we have a deep bench. And that deep bench had an MVP by the name of Vince Gill on it. They played 3 out of 4 of the Joe Walsh songs that are part of that set. They played Life's Been Good, Rocky Mountain Way, In the City. The one they did leave out was Funk 49. But at the vocals for all 3 of those songs, Vince Gill. So here's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing people say, he sounds terrible. Well, first off, he didn't sound terrible. Second of all, he's not used to singing these songs. These are not Vince Gill songs. He learned these things, right? The vocals and like everything in a matter of in an afternoon to keep the show going because he knows people want to hear those songs. People are saying you can't replace Joe Walsh. Nobody's trying to replace Joe Walsh. But you know what? For the thousands of people, including myself, in the Sphere that night, he took a bad situation and made it great. Because now I can tell the story. For 51 years, I saw the show Joe Walsh had to miss. And man, did Vince Gill step up. Man, did Vince Gill save the night. Because he really did. So anyway, guys, the Eagles that night in Las Vegas, it's a night I'll never forget. It's what the t-shirt says, one of those nights. I'm so glad that I went. Do I think the Eagles should have made the announcement prior to the show? Absolutely. Do I have any regrets about going? None at all. They sounded amazing. The visuals were amazing. If you ever get a chance to see a show at the Sphere, you got to do it. It's bucket list stuff. I saw Dead & Company there in 2024. I saw the Eagles this week. 2 different experiences, and I love them both. So anyway, guys, that's what happened tonight. Joe Walsh called in sick with the Eagles in Las Vegas.